Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Eric Pan, and today I'm going to be talking about 8 of the leading COVID-19 vaccine developers who are publicly traded that you could buy today. And if that sounds interesting, stick around. Shortly after the world first introduced this new strain of virus, many researchers, including massive pharmaceutical companies to universities, have started conducting research on this. And ever since, it's been a mad rush for them to find a potential vaccine. McKinsey published their outlook of scenarios of the economic impact of the COVID-19 crisis. If we find a vaccine and contain the virus, the economy can quickly rebound, thus making a lot of money, starting from the vaccine developers themselves. Bloomberg has also released an article listing the most promising candidates for a COVID-19 vaccine. Most of these are either private companies to universities, but here are 8 publicly traded stocks that you could buy today that are most promising to develop a vaccine, starting from early stage to late stage. Let's get to it. Now, just a quick disclaimer, this is not an endorsement or a recommendation to buy any of these securities. I'm just providing the information and you choose to do what you want to do with it. Starting off the list with number 1, Johnson & Johnson, ticker symbol J&J. J&J is the largest publicly traded healthcare company in the world, currently sitting at roughly $300 billion in market cap. They do everything from drug manufacturing to everyday household products that I guarantee that you have either used in the past or are currently using right now. On March 30th, they have announced a partnership with the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services to commit over $1 billion in funding towards a COVID-19 vaccine. They're still in the early stage trials right now, but they're on an accelerated timeline towards phase 1 human clinical trials by September 2020. Number 2, Sanofi, ticker symbol SNY. Sanofi is a pharmaceutical company that primarily focuses on manufacturing prescription drugs. Being 1/3 of the size of J&J, roughly sitting at $120 billion in market cap, it's still a pretty big company. Rather than starting from scratch, Sanofi is using existing technology already used in flu shots as a potential treatment towards COVID-19. Similar to Johnson & Johnson, they also announced a joint partnership with the HHS to develop a vaccine on February 18th. Then on April 14th, they announced that they will be also working with our number 3 company, GlaxoSmithKline. Number 3, GlaxoSmithKline, ticker symbol GSK. GSK is a large company sitting at $102 billion in market cap who operates as a research-based pharmaceutical company with vaccine development and over-the-counter consumer drugs. They had announced a letter of intent to develop a vaccine together using innovative technology and research from both parties. And human clinical trials can start as soon as June of this year. Sounds like the best of both worlds to me. Number 4, Inovio, ticker symbol INO. Inovio is a smaller company sitting at roughly $2 billion in market cap that primarily focuses on research and development for cancer and other diseases DNA. They're currently in phase 1 trials right now. However, on May 20th, they had announced that their experimental vaccine produced protective antibodies and immune system responses within guinea pigs and mice. The company had done human trials back in April, but they don't expect their preliminary results to be released up until June. It seems kind of promising considering that their experimental drugs showed positive results. Number 5, AstraZeneca, ticker symbol AZN. For my fellow Asians out there, if you know, you know. It focuses its operations on 8 key areas that I'm going to list right here that I didn't remember: gastrointestinal, oncology, cardiovascular, respiratory, central nervous system, pain control, anesthesia, and infections. AstraZeneca had partnered up with Oxford University to make an experimental drug called ChAdOx COVID-19. I definitely butchered that, but I definitely see where Elon Musk got inspiration for his newborn's name. But anyways, that aside, they had started conducting human trials and they expect their first results to be released in June or July. Number 6 and 7, BioNTech and Pfizer, ticker symbol BNTX and PFE. BioNTech is relatively a smaller company at $11.5 billion in market cap, teaming up with Pfizer at roughly $208 billion in market cap. These two companies have teamed up to work together on launch of clinical trials in the US and in Europe after regulatory approvals from the German authorities back in April 22nd, as Reuters reported. If it finds success and approvals from regulators, the companies can start distribution as early as fall. That's going to be massive. Last but not least, number 8, Moderna, ticker symbol MRND. Moderna is an interesting company. They're worth roughly around $27 billion in market cap, but they don't have much sales. Yet the US government has given them almost $500 million to develop and research a vaccine. Not only that, in addition, after releasing some positive news, Moderna has announced that they will be offering $1 billion in stock offerings using the proceeds to fund manufacturing and distribution of the vaccine. The positive data on early stage trials not only sent the stock soaring, but also the broader market as well. It goes to show how dependent the market is on a vaccine right now. It may seem that Moderna is quite promising as they're taking an aggressive fast track towards finding a vaccine. So that wraps it up. Those are the 8 publicly traded companies who are most promising candidates to develop a COVID-19 vaccine. So one thing to note, there's currently no approved treatments or vaccine for COVID-19. Some experts predict that an effective vaccine can take upwards of 12 to 18 months to develop. As this is my first real YouTube video, all I ask is that you drop a like button and potentially subscribing. As a person starting with literally 0 subscribers, this would really mean the world to me and help me out a ton. I'm really hoping to make more videos down the line about personal finance, investing, real estate, and securing your financial future. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, please stick around and consider subscribing. You're probably thinking we already have enough people in this space. And my response is, meh, give me a chance. We're in quarantine. What better stuff do you guys have to do? I'm kidding. But if you really enjoyed the video, if you got value out of it, please just like, and I'll see you guys on the next one.